fresh out of Nas and KRS-One and Public Enemy #1, the great Queen Latifah, you know, MC Light, you know what I'm saying? Big L, you know what I'm saying? School, Special Ed, you know what I'm saying? Cool Mo D, you know what I'm saying? Outkast, exactly. Scarface, you know what I'm saying? You know, we talking about an era, you know what I'm saying, where music really still had a message. That's the era. Tupac was the end of that era. Okay? So hip hop wasn't at the state where niggas had to do all that blood drinking yet. But thanks to Mr. Jay-Z, he's the one that let it turn into that. Because had he stuck up more and spoke up more, then he could have ended that. But no, he was the face for selling out. Him and Diddy. They the ones that let the elite know all. So we can control these niggas with some money and fame. Jay-Z and Diddy started that. Before Jay-Z and Diddy, wasn't nobody making that type of money off music. All them R&B acts, all them old school acts, all them old school rappers, shout out to Dead Presidents, definitely. Them niggas ain't get paid. They didn't go global. Anybody will tell you, especially if you younger than you on the 21st anniversary, it's a bunch of us older that will tell you, back in them 70s, hip-hop come 80s, 90s, them niggas wasn't making a lot of money off music yet. You feel me? It wasn't like globalized like it is today. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they had a message still. Them elite, they want that message globalized. But once they were able to take suckers like Jay-Z, who had all that talent, but still was able, but rather he cared about the money more, and that's how he lost himself. Jay-Z made great music, very talented businessman, but he lost himself trying to chase the riches. For what does it mean, gain of, like we say, what does it gain of God to get the whole world if you're going to lose your own soul? Jay-Z was on Epstein Island, participating in sex shit with them kids, him and Beyonce. They the biggest witches and fucking warlocks in hip-hop before they were executed. Now the biggest warlock in hip-hop is Mr. Young, Little Durk himself. Because he's the face of the new sound. Him and Lil Baby. They the new warlocks. Hell yeah, Rakim, elite legend, yes. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out Rakim. I mean, all of them. I mean, we could be naming their ass all day. But what I'm saying is, I'm making a point about how, when you talk about blood sacrifices and shit, the Baby and all these rappers do now, it wasn't like that back then. Yeah, XXX was killed because he was keeping it real. He was exposing how they tamper with the frequencies in the music. And that got him killed. Nothing else. XXX was also independent. He did big numbers without them. A lot of people don't know that. XXX did all that shit independently without their ass. They don't like that either. They been killed their clone. They killed their clone Young Dolph the same way. Young Dolph stopped putting out music right because they killed him and cloned him. They killed Young Dolph and cloned him. Remember when he got shot in LA and then you ain't hear from Dolph for a minute and he put that video out? You go look at the video, they showing the video that he was cloned. Alright? Young Dolph. And nobody paid attention to that because Young Dolph ain't never get big like a Jay-Z. But Young Dolph was one of the most successful, independent motherfucking black businessmen we ever had. This is back in Jay-Z part, I'm talking music. Because he never sold out. They had to kill Young Dolph to replace him. He didn't sell out, didn't he? He was independent. He came in the game with his own bag. Yeah? A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? When you sign with the majors, now you got to cooperate and crossover and do all other shit. So I'm saying? Dolph never did that. And a lot of people, they know that he was killed, cloned, and replaced because nobody has talked about it, but he was, though. He was, nigga. When he got shot. That's why when he came out the hospital, he had on that certain little, he was in a wheelchair in that video. You know, when they clone you, they brag about it. They show that shit all in the video, nigga. They put it all in your face that they clone you. Niggas' eyes were closed. Niggas was caught up in him and Yo Gotti beef, and they didn't even see what was going on. You know what I'm saying? They had nothing to do with Yo Gotti, you know what I'm saying? That was the people. That's why they locked Yo Gotti up and then they let him go. You know what I'm saying? They locked Yo Gotti up and then behind that shooting, and they even locked somebody up from Gotti Camp. That was all the smoke screen to make it seem like somebody from Gotti Camp shot him. Even when they had put the case on Black Youngster, all that was a setup. Yo Gotti and them had shit to do with that. The media started bigging it up, and then Dolph right? Dolph did what Pop did with Biggie. He kind of fell into it a little bit and started dissing Yo Gotti. But you never seen Yo Gotti dissing Dolph. Really like that, you know what I'm saying? They had their little disagreements, but if you ever heard Gotti speak on it, it was never no pressure. And I know Yo Gotti and them person, they never had no pressure. I know they had nothing to do with that Dolph shit. I know Yo Gotti and them people, I know them. My people fuck with them. They had nothing to do with him getting shot, none of that. But the media put it on them boys. The same way how when fucking Pac and Big. Pac told people, man, this shit ain't really that. But by that time it was too late, because in the beginning when they first set up Pac thought Big had something to do with it. Whole time, the CIA, the FBI shot Pac in Quad Studios. And they knew that he was going to think Big did it because he was going to see Biggie. That's why if you watch the Notorious movie, Biggie was confused. Biggie like, what the fuck? I don't know what's going on. Biggie really didn't know. Biggie wasn't that type of nigga, man. He wouldn't have set up Pac. They fucked with each other. That's why Pac was on his way up there. Go look at the Notorious movie. He yelled at the Big, hey, Big. I mean, Lil C's. Hey, Lil C's, I'm downstairs, nigga. They was like that. But the government, COINTELPRO, they set the whole thing up. They robbed Pac, blowing down in Quad Studios. The first people Pac see with no face, because them niggas had a mask on the shot. Remember? The first face he see, Big and them run down. But if you go watch Notorious, nigga, if Big and them had something to do with that, they wouldn't have been acting like that. You know what I'm saying? That was all set up, and then Pac fell into it with them hit 'em ups and all that.